hopefully we call your name. We're going to make you wait. You know,
So we spent some time in the woods.
you didn't camp. I mean, comment down below if I'm right. I'm not gonna say who, but you know, one of the guys was like, "Yo, I'm gonna beat you, so you can talk about it on your podcast."
You love the camera. So
you know what I'm saying? I need some of this footage, but I never got body bagged more in my life.
You hate pickles.
I hate pickles. Yeah, if I see you guys at the courts with those paddles, one, I'm not stacking my paddle with yours.
Like
Two,
on the beach, like just running with like Chick-fil-A in their arms.
What's going on, Pickleball World? Welcome back to another episode of Only Pickleball Podcast.
OPP.
And yeah, you know me. I'm your host, LT. And with me, as always, is my co-host, Nicole Lindevine. How you doing today, Nicole?
Really good.
Good. You right there. Before we go any further, hit pause and go hit that subscribe button.
Please.
Please. And like the video too while you're at it. Anyway, so you're doing good?
Yes.
Good. Week 11. No more CPL.
No.
Yeah, so no more CPL.
Not for another month.
Not for another month, but we do have a little bit of CPL to talk about because the giveaway has ended.
Yes.
For that free spot at the season 2 of the CPL, and we're going to be doing that raffle later in the show. So hopefully you are one of the entrants, and hopefully we call your name. But until then, stay tuned. We're going to make you wait. This past weekend, I know some people were probably celebrating maybe early 4th of July stuff.
Yeah.
Were you?
It's weird when it's like in the middle of the week. Like I never know whether it's like the week prior or the week after. But no, I'm going to do my cookout this Thursday and like some fireworks this weekend.
Cool. Did I see you had like a girls trip or something?
Yeah, I went away this weekend with my girlfriend.
Okay. What's that? Where'd you guys go?
The Pocono Mountains.
All right.
We do it every summer.
Okay, cool.
Paddle boarding, lots of good food, hit the lake, just a good time. I had every intention of playing pickleball this weekend, but we had thunderstorms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So weather was bad?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you have to like, how do you get your food there?
We bring it.
Oh, you just bring it?
Yeah, we bring our food.
You don't have to like fish and gather?
No.
Start your own fire?
It's basically like glamping.
Is it glamping?
Yeah. I say it's a cabin. It's a fully furnished home.
Wow.
Refrigerator.
Comment down below if you think it was glamping or if it was actual cabin. Neck of the woods. What do you call it when you go cabining?
Camping?
Camping, yes.
We've clearly never been, but...
What do you call it when you go stay in a cabin? Is it still camping? I thought camping like you had to be outside or like in a camper.
Yeah, so it's glamping. It's glamorous camping.
Yeah, but that's like if you have like a nice camper.
It's a very nice home.
But it's a home, so it's not, you're just going to go stay in the woods.
True.
You know?
So we spent some time in the woods.
You didn't camp. I mean, comment down below if I'm right.
We took a long hike
or is it like
in the woods.
Or is it like just like an Airbnb in the woods? Like, what is it?
Yeah.
Cool. So you guys had fun? No pickleball?
I saw you played in a tournament.
I did play in a tournament. I alluded to it a couple weeks ago how I signed up early at the Mid-East Regional that was held in Berwyn, PA at the YMCA, and played men's 4-5 plus 4-5 to 5-0. There were some people over 5-0 in that bracket. So it was a pretty decent bracket, pretty strong bracket.
And it was a qualifier for the U.S. Open.
It was a qualifier for the 2025 U.S. Open. If you win your bracket, you got a golden, or not a golden ticket. You got an entry. Yeah. Because typically it's a lottery system. Yep. Are you familiar with that? So I guess it just guarantees you a spot. We came out really hot. You know, our first match, I'm not gonna say who, but you know, one of the guys was like, "Yo, I'm gonna beat you, so you can talk about it on your podcast." You know, I'm not gonna say who it was. You guys can look up the results, but you know, had to dust them off real quick. 15-4. Came out real hot.
Wow.
Yeah, we came out.
Wait, so how many were in your bracket?
Oh yeah, so we signed up for it was just the skill level. 4-5 to 5-0. Yeah. Signed up. There were 12 teams, and then I'm not sure when, but then they split us up into age instead. So then there was a 35 and under. Okay. Or 34 and under category, and then there was a 35 plus. Yeah. I'm over 35, so we were in the 35 plus, so there were 6 and 6.
Yeah.
So it turned into round robin style.
I wonder why they did that.
I don't know why they did that. Because we definitely wanted to play some of the younger guys. And it was funny. There was someone that like had watched our match. It was like, yo, we just watched your match. Like that looked like it was like higher level than the younger 4 or 5.
Interesting, because they could have done double elimination and done the bigger
right.
bracket.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I wasn't complaining too much because, you know, it increases your chances
at play more games.
Play more games. So anyway, we played the round robin, 6 teams, so it was going to be 5 games.
Yeah.
And every time I hear round robin in tournaments, I'm like, okay, we either need to go undefeated or 1 loss.
Right.
I feel like those are the only 2 scenarios that
guarantee you.
Yeah. Other than that, then it goes to point differential, heads up match.
It's too stressful.
Yeah. So we won the first match. I'm like, okay, cool. We came out strong.
Very decisively.
We had a little cheering section. Okay. You know, my partner, you know, his family and in-laws were there. Nice. And, you know, so it was super cool to have a little cheering section. And then game 2 was Tom Connolly and Eric Suggs. Tom Connolly.
Gets us every time.
Feel bad, man. Me and Tom came up short on a medal back in, was that March?
Yeah.
But I let you down, man. But anyway, came across them, so it was going to be a tough match. And I want to say, Tom, come on, buddy. There was like a photographer working the event. And, you know, he was trying to, you know, he was trying to get pictures of our match. And Tom kept saying, you're distracting me there. You're distracting me there. Can you move? So
was he like getting like low and like?
No, he was just like, you know, he was on the court, but there was like 15 feet from the side of the court to like a netting that they had.
Yeah.
So he wasn't like on the court, but he was just like, there was 5 of us.
Well, you love the camera, so you're probably just like, get my good side.
Right. I'm like, yo, the camera's there. I got to play for real. You know, you know what I'm saying? I need some of this footage. But anyway, so Tom, you're whack for that. But it was first, you know, 1 game to 15. Okay. And, you know, when we play like a 1 game, we're like, I'm always like first 8. We gotta be first 8 or first to 6, whatever the side switch is. And I don't know, just I feel like it was a combination of we never played against this partner before, didn't really know what strengths or weaknesses to attack or stay away from.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. But it was a tough match. I think that might have been our worst loss, I feel like. It was like maybe like 15-8.
That wasn't bad.
And then so we're okay, we lost 1, probably against the best team in our, you know what I mean? We felt like, so we wanted to play them a little bit later in the round robin, but
and who was Tom's partner again?
His name was Eric Suggs, I believe.
Do you know him?
No, never.
Okay, I've never heard of him either.
We never played against him, but super solid player. Shout out to you. I think you were recording. If you're recording, send me or my partner Darren the clips.
Just the good stuff.
Just the good stuff. No. Send us everything. Let me see. You know, let us check it out. Study you a little bit. But but it's funny because they had a little cheering section and we had a cheering section. Okay. So
it was a good match.
Yeah, and you know, but we were like off on the side court. It was like line tennis court. We were trying to advocate to get on like the main courts, but we went through. We rallied. So our first court assignment was like court 20. It's like back. I don't know if you remember those like practice courts.
Yes.
And
we were warming up there, I think.
Yeah, and there was like one that had like a wooden wall behind it over the fencing. So we were like, yo, we can't play here. So, you know, we decided to band togetger as a unit, as 4, and go
confront them at the table.
Go to the director and was like, yo, can we? So we told him it wasn't playable. So he was like, okay, we'll throw you back in the queue. We end up on like another side court.
Right next to it.
Yeah. No, so the first court was court 20, then the second court was court 22. So we're like, all right, that's like right next to it probably, but it was not next to it. It was still a similar court. Better. But anyway, we lost that, and then we just had some tough breaks, you know, unforced errors on our part.
Yeah.
You know, things that, you know, we should have put away that we weren't. And, you know, we lost a couple of different tight ones. So we end up we finished 2 and 3 in the bracket. End up finishing 5th, which is totally terrible. But anyway, but yeah, I'll say, Jorge, I never got body bagged more in my life in a playing pickleball. He hit me like 4 times.
Like on one side or just like in the body?
hit me in my. I got caught right here. Got caught in the chest numerous times.
Were you wearing eye protection?
I was not wearing eye protection. So as soon as that happened, I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, no, I'm lying. I did. I had on glasses. I had on shades.
Okay.
Yeah, I had on shades. Or did I take them off at that point? Because I did take them off at one point because it was getting like cloudy on and off. So I think it was a game that I didn't have them on. I'm like, oh my goodness.
So he got you a bunch.
He got me a bunch. He apologized a bunch. So no hard feelings. But like Darren said, I owe you one. I owe you a couple. But yeah, we ended up beating them though.
Okay.
So when we beat them, we were like, okay, we're 2-3. There was another match that we were hoping if they lost, finish 2-3.
Yeah, it depends how theirs perform.
So they did lose.
But the point difference.
But we lost to them in a heads up. So they ended up getting fourth and they got to play for third. So that was a difference. So between fourth and fifth was getting to play for third or, just finishing fifth.
So you were there.
So, but anyway. So it was fun. It was a learning experience.
Yeah.
I definitely love that venue. When you get to play on actual pickleball courts.
I like that venue too.
A lot of pickleball courts, so super nice. They have the shade. So shout out to Upper. What is it called? It's UMLY. I think they abbreviate as UMLY, like Upper Mainline YMCA in Berwyn, PA. That's where the APP Philadelphia was.
Facility.
So yeah.
You gonna play with Darren again?
Yeah, we're already, talking. I think we're eyeing the New Jersey Open. He's gonna be in Italy for a lengthy amount of time, and he's getting back like 2 days before that tournament. So we're not.
Yeah.
I want him to play. I want to play in that, but we'll see. We'll see.
Cool.
What's going on in the pickleball world? I mean, I know there's some changes. That's been happening in the rankings.
Yeah.
This weekend.
The rankings are being updated today, I believe.
Okay.
Tuesday.
The PPA rankings?
PPA rankings.
Which I'm sorry, are those the only rankings that rank players worldly? Is that, because it's not USAPA rankings, right?
No, it's just PPA.
Okay.
But I believe they do world.
Do they? But I'm saying who's keeping track of that? Like who's?
It's by points. I know that. Just like points won in PPA only.
Right.
So after today, when they update the rankings, Dylan Frazier will be number 1 in men's doubles.
Wow. And that's just based on like normally wins, right? Wins and losses.
Points won. Yeah.
So it's not like necessarily like number 1 in skill. Which do we honor? Do we acknowledge that as being the number 1 player?
So Ben Johns was the number 1 doubles player in the same category, like by points won since 2020.
Right.
And we call him number 1 in the world.
But like watching him play though, right? Like you can tell he's like the best in the world, right? Or no? Like would he? Does it matter the rankings in the PPA tournament system? Do you know what I mean? Do you think?
So you're saying like maybe you don't take like too much of that seriously?
No, I'm not that I don't take it seriously, but like it's based off of results. And do results always determine or dictate?
I think so.
Like think about this. Like, okay, think about a team sport. What's a team sport that you know, Nicole?
Team sport?
Yeah, what's a team sport?
Hockey.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, let me think. Hockey. Okay, so Sidney Crosby, right? He's a hockey player. I went to school near Pittsburgh, so I know. Was he the best player? Was he ever the best player in the NHL?
I don't know. Yes, sure.
Okay. Basically, what I'm getting at is you can be the best player, but your team might suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Michael Jordan was probably the best. He was the best for a lot of teams. He was best forever.
Yeah.
Some may say.
Yeah.
But, sometimes his teams didn't show it. He didn't win a championship every year that he played.
I agree.
So.
I think in Dylan's case, I see where you're getting at, but like Dylan may not be as exciting of a player to watch, or like you might not get like highlights of Dylan like you do with Ben Johns, like the crazy like tweeners or like just like the putaways where it looks like you have zero effort. He's not going to be that guy, but like he's consistently winning matches to the point where now he's surpassed the best in the world.
Let me check their dupers. That'll tell us who's better. Let me check their dupers. Just give me one moment. Give me some elevator countdown noise here. Well, Frazier, he's a 6.913. Put that here. You saw some comments about what?
On the post about the announcement that Dylan Frazier would take the number 1 spot, and a lot of the players were like, stop the count, stop the point count. Like they don't really think that the count is conducive to
right. Which I didn't even know that they were making the argument, but I agree.
Yeah.
And then with a 100 reliability score and a 7.279 duper, Ben Johns.
What is Dylan Frazier's reliability score?
Oh, I'm sure it's 100 too, but that's.
I mean, if you're comparing 6.9 and 7.2, I feel like that's like a hair in the professionals.
Really?
Yeah. That's so much different to me than like a 3.5 and a 4.1.
Dylan Frazier, 100. Is it? I mean, think about like how long Ben Johns you said it was at the top, right? You have to consider length in that. So Dylan Frazier, he might be number 1 now, but how long can he?
We'll see.
And then I'll agree. Then I'll concede.
I'm excited for him though.
But now shout out to Dylan though. You know, shout out to you, buddy, man. That's dope. Super cool. I wonder if they get like a little bonus or something with this, like with his company.
I'm sure he gets
his
perks.
Endorsements. You know,
it's gonna be helpful to him in a lot of ways.
Right. But you don't want to name a pal after me? I'm the number 1 player in the world. Yeah, you got to milk that now. You got to,
yeah.
While it's hot.
So who was his doubles partner?
It's usually J.W. Johnson.
Yeah. So that's the other thing too. So now then they'll go number 1 seed into the next PPA tournament together.
Oh.
So again, now we're going back to what is Ben Johns doing? Is he going to keep Colin? Is Colin dragging him down? It's now coming up again. It's like, is this the problem?
I'd love to see him and Riley play together.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's... I'm like, I just want that.
Who does Riley play with?
I feel like right now he's been playing with a couple different people.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. I think that from what I've read, that a lot of people think maybe Colin's sort of just like passive reset game to allow Ben to take control maybe isn't enough because they're playing these teams that like both partners are aggressive from right and left.
Right.
It's just not enough.
Right. It's not enough. They got to adapt. They have to adapt, and that's what number 1 teams do. So we'll see. We'll see. More to come. Cool. And then so what? Dylan Frazier. How long? Do we know how long he was playing? He's been playing.
I don't know when he started playing, but I did see something interesting about his progression. So I believe he was playing in 3.5s and like just medaling, not even like gold medals. So like he was playing 3.5 in 2016.
Now that was 8 years ago, but he is only 22.
Right.
So he was 14 medaling in 3.5s.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that age has a factor in that, but I will say that does seem very promising. So 8 years ago he was 3.5.
You're saying it gives us hope.
It gives us hope for these 3.5s out there. At least play for 8 years. And no, but seriously, yeah, it definitely gives hope to know that your improvements might not. There might not be immediate results in your improvements, but keep working at it. You know, pickleball is a very strategic, technical game. I feel like so you can only keep getting better and keep learning more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see Chick-fil-A's latest on the pickleball trend?
What are you including, like pickleball toys in their Happy Meals? Or...
Not for the kiddos, but for the grown-ups, for us.
Hold up. Do you like Chick-fil-A?
I do like Chick-fil-A.
I love Chick-fil-A.
I know you love Chick-fil-A.
My order, people, if you guys want to send me anything, and I like to get sometimes like a medium fry, sometimes a large, and I like to dip it in the Chick-fil-A sauce. But then, if I'm feeling healthy, I'll do the grilled nuggets with honey mustard, or I'll just get the regular breaded nuggets with honey mustard. But I like the sandwich, no pickles for me.
You hate pickles.
I hate pickles, Nicole.
I
continue
that for you.
More for you guys. More for you.
I love pickles, but Chick-fil-A is
Pause.
jumping on the bandwagon. So the pickleball set
Yeah.
is now on sale on their website
Mm-hmm.
for just $70.
What do you get with that? What do you?
Just
And what's it come with, Nicole?
2 paddles with 0 description as to
What do you
how
mean?
they are
Like
made,
their specs?
what kind.
I did look at some of the specs.
Did you?
Yeah, I did find some, but it was like
I saw the leather
it
handles.
was like a PP honeycomb and like carbon fiber face. And
Not terrible.
thickness was like in inches, so I didn't know what that meant in millimeters.
Okay.
But
they're paddles. They're like medium, like probably like run of the mill.
They're run of the mill beginner. Let me get this because it looks cute.
Yeah,
Amazon.
they are cute.
Target buy sets.
So they have the dark leather handle.
Yeah.
I'll show a picture here.
Okay.
I think they're super cute. They have the paddle face is like pickles, like just like pickle wallpaper.
Yeah. Who's buying? Like, who's going to Chick-fil-A website and saying, "I need"?
I mean, they must know people are going to do it.
They do have a hat that I saw on their site that says like, "On my way to Chick-fil-A." I need that hat.
Oh, not like a pickleball hat.
It wasn't a pickleball hat.
Okay.
But no, yeah. If I see you guys at the courts with those paddles, 1, I'm not stacking my paddle with yours. 2, turn around and go back home.
No, I think they're so cute. You get a canvas bag with it to carry your paddles if you don't have a bag.
If you walk to the court with a canvas
Stop! Let me finish. And 2 balls. What kind? We don't know. We do not know.
The ball said 40 holes. I remember the description. They said 40
holes.
But they're green. Nicole hates different color balls. So if you show up to the court with a green ball, Nicole.
Let me just say, I played last week with a almost hot pink set of Franklins, like the regular balls we play with, but they were hot pink.
Yeah.
And my eyesight was so messed up from it. Like, I could not track the ball. It felt like I was watching like an animation of a ball moving. It was just like this crazy
What time of day was this?
It was like sunset.
Okay. Could that have anything to do with it? Like, was it blending into?
Are you saying I'm getting old and I just can't like see
I said
sunset?
the sunset have anything to do with, like, was it like the sunset like pinks?
No, I think
I just saw sunset the other day and there was like nice colors in it.
It's just the neons. Like, I'm so used to like tracking that color green that I think the neon pink really was just like, my eyes were like, what is this?
That's not anything that I want to be a part of.
Yeah. I hated it. I was like, I can't.
Yeah. So again, Nicole will hate you if you show up with that Chick-fil-A ball.
They're green.
I know, they're green. They're like pickle green.
Oh, they're green. Green.
Like green, like Ninja Turtle green.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Like grass green.
The paddles are okay, but if you bring the ball, I'm going to use my ball.
Yeah. But you can bring some Chick-fil-A though. Then I'll play with you.
Always welcome.
You can play with anything you want if you bring me some Chick-fil-A. I'm just saying,
Now you know his order.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, but Chick-fil-A, love what you're doing as a restaurant. Hate what you're doing as a pickleball manufacturer, as a pickleball company.
It's pretty random, but
I'm just saying.
Chick-fil-A usually knows what they're doing, so I trust them. I trust them with my life. Have you ever seen their training videos?
No.
They like train their employees like for every scenario possible. You ever see like the memes of the training videos when they're like on the beach, like just running with like Chick-fil-A in their arms?
Like they're getting it to the customer?
Like it's like an army training facility.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
A bunch of Chick-fil-A employees with like the shirts on. Yeah, they like deliver babies and shit in the drive-thru.
In these videos?
No, in real life. Like Chick-fil-A employees have like hunted down people that are robbing. They've like helped deliver babies.
Oh, you're saying these are like headlines? Like
yeah,
stories?
like
Chick-fil-A story? Wow.
Yes.
Jeez.
They go all out. Like I trust them.
Chick-fil-A used to have this banana pudding ice cream.
This is the equivalent of that for you.
In 2012, I remember. Like
they save lives and they make pudding.
But they haven't had it since then. I'm very sad.
It does sound really good.
Chick-fil-A, please get that banana pudding shake back. That's what made me like you guys in the first place 12 years ago.
That sounds so good.
And I came back and it was gone.
I've been craving like a banana custard dessert.
Okay. I don't really.
Like vanilla wafers and like whipped cream and bananas.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should make one of those for 4th of
It'd be
July.
really easy to do.
Yeah.
Make that happen.
Yeah, you should make one of those for 4th of July and like
Yeah, it's true.
let me taste it on the next episode, and let the people know what I think. It'll be food review show. Yeah. Not only pickleball, but food too.
So you've heard of Topgolf?
Yeah, Topgolf. I love Topgolf, especially on Tuesdays when they're like half off.
Oh, you do it even though you're bad?
I mean, no, I'm actually good at Topgolf. That's the weird thing.
Oh.
I can do that good, but like
Your simulation is on point.
when I'm on a course, I'm just like, why is there grass here?
That's interesting.
Why is the ball not going anywhere when I hit it?
So Rally Pickleball in North Carolina has opened their own pickleball simulation. So basically you come in.
It's a sim?
Yeah.
No way.
You come in and you check in via touchscreen. You choose an avatar, and you basically like are at the screen and you're swinging with paddles, and it's tracking your points and your ball tracking all electronically, similar to like Hawkeye in tennis, where it's like it sees the bounce and tells you if it's in or out.
Right. Do we like this? Like, I want to play real pickleball.
I'm not going to be into it.
I don't want to play virtual pickleball.
But I don't understand how virtual golf is a thing either, so I'm sure there's a market.
That's true. So Rally Pickleball, it's 101 Southside Drive in Charlotte, North Carolina.
You're not going to get any exercise.
We don't know that. I mean, I've seen videos of people doing these VR, and they're
like VR exercise videos. Like, I don't know.
So is this are they like unveiling this type of technology?
It's the first pickleball simulation facility.
Pardon me while I watch the video here. They have actual courts there though.
Yeah, I assume Rally Pickleball is an actual pickleball
that place looks
facility.
Cool. Rally looks actually cool. I'm sorry about all the bad things I said. I'm gonna come visit. No, it looks cool though, but yeah. I don't know about the virtual.
Yeah.
Or for you.
Yeah. So are you interested in living longer? Like if you had a choice, would you want to live like 7 to 10 years longer?
It depends.
If you're like healthy.
If I'm healthy, if I can still play pickleball, yeah.
Yeah.
If I could play 7 to 10 more years of pickleball, sign me up.
That's true.
Yeah,
so you're on the right track, because studies say, the Mayo Clinic says that pickleball, because of its social nature, cardiovascular health that it supports, and mental agility, just thinking about like point placement and like
mental
strategy. It's a game, you know, that it could promote life expectancy to exceed like 7 to 10 more years.
Who is the Mayo Clinic? Because I didn't think Mayo was good for you.
The Mayo Clinic is a prestigious medical facility.
Do you know that for real?
I applied to work at the Mayo Clinic.
Oh, wow.
Many times.
I didn't know you were a doctor.
And they were like, no.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're just trying to make pickleball seem like more healthy. Like it's an activity. So they're trying to make it seem like pickleball, like any other sport, couldn't do this, right? Or is it specifically pickleball?
No, that's a good point. I think.
But because also the people that can play pickleball are older, so they're probably saying, do we know the age study you said?
They didn't say what like age the people they were studying were in.
Right. What if like for every year you played pickleball, you got one more year of life?
Ooh.
I've already been playing for 2.5 years. Let's call it 3 years. I've been playing for 3 years. So I'm halfway there to that 7 to 10.
You're gonna be like 102.
Okay.
That's good for you.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm gonna play until I can't play anymore.
How many years you got now added onto your life though? Based off of the 1 year rule.
The 1 year that I played.
Oh, so you're never gonna be able to catch up to me.
I think women live way longer than men, though.
I ain't getting into that. I don't know anything about that.
I do.
Do you?
I won't share it with you. I don't want to burst your bubble.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue. I believe it. I just don't feel like that's very. It could raise some, people start some arguments or something. By some really manly men that want to live longer. I don't know.
But play pickleball. He'll live longer.
Yeah, play pickleball, though. You'll live longer. I mean, it totally does make you feel better. I mean, I play with people who've been like, they've lost so much weight from playing over the course of however long they've been playing, and just from playing pickleball.
Yeah.
And
you can play into your like very late age too.
Late age?
Yeah.
What's the oldest person you've ever played pickleball with? Do you know?
I've played pickleball with, probably
like on the same court. Force
70s.
I feel like same for me.
But too. I've seen videos of people in their like 90s playing, like dropping right in the kitchen. Like I can't, like consistently.
And are they moving up to the kitchen too?
I don't know. They cut off the video.
I played. That's crazy. That made me. I mean, this is no correlation, but I played with a guy that was in a wheelchair.
I think you told me about this before.
Yeah, and I was shocked of. I mean, the rules are different. They can bounce twice and stuff, but like, it kind of throws you off when you're playing with them.
Yeah.
It was actually when I got certified. Yeah, like, so when you play with them, like, it can bounce twice if they're hitting it. So I'm like, all right, well, why don't you just let them hit everything and it can bounce twice?
Right.
But
true.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
But I do feel like if you're playing against someone in their 90s and they're dropping it, you just like hit it at their feet before they get in because they're going to be so slow.
Right, yeah. I don't.
You do that.
I need to see that video. I would not be playing with someone in their 90s. Unless it was like for charity or something. I don't know.
That's so nice of you.
Like, what are those programs? When you used to, I remember when I was in elementary school.
Community service.
Is it community service? No, when I was in elementary school, like there was a what are the old folks' homes called?
A nursing home.
Nursing home? Okay, was that what it's called? Nursing home.
Assisted living?
Anyway, it was a nursing home across from our elementary school, so we would go there like I want to say once a month, and I had like a buddy, like a guy that like I would write letters to and do crafts with.
That's very sweet.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to play pickleball with any of them people. With any of them. We posted a story saying that if people had any questions for us, we would potentially answer them on the pod. If you don't follow us on Instagram, you wouldn't know this. Follow us on Instagram here at Only Pickleball Podcast. That's at Only Pickleball Podcast on Instagram.
And we got a few good questions.
Yeah, we did. We're
gonna.
Is this the time?
It's time.
Give me some music right here.
Let's get into the questions.
Let's get into some Q&A with people. I think this is cool. Let's do some Q&A. Should we say who the questions are from?
No.
Why not?
Because then people are going to be afraid to ask them next time. I want juicy questions next time. Oh,
okay. So
I don't want you to feel like we're going to call you out. Ask us the good stuff.
Okay, cool. So these are going to be anonymous then.
Yeah.
All right. But if in the future you ask a question and you want us to maybe shout you out with it, can we do that?
Sure.
If you give us your permission, we will shout you out with what your question is. Okay. So first question. Are you playing in the MILP Northeast Regional at Bounce on July 20th?
I'm going to answer that question with a question.
Okay.
Are you asking me to play on your team at the MILP Regional at Bounce? Because I wasn't invited to play by anybody.
Maybe they're asking like, yo, are you available?
I'm available.
It didn't specify if you're asking me or Nicole, though. So should we both answer this question? We should both. Unless it's for... We'll both answer all the questions.
We'll assume.
So finish your answer. I'm going to look up the MILP to give our viewers a little insight on what this event is.
I'm available. I love team events. You have to wait a few days before the event to ask LT, just in case.
Too soon.
He needs to plan accordingly. But I did not know about it, to be quite honest with you. I'm so bad at looking up MILP events.
I know.
Like, by myself unless somebody reaches out and they're like, we're forming a team. Do you want to join? And of course, I'm like, yes. I say yes to everyone about everything. So if you're inviting me to play, the answer is yes.
There you have it. The answer is yes. So the Northeast Regional Showdown, hosted by All-State Pickleball League, who we're very familiar with.
By the way, Steve Conger did reach out to me, and he's like, is that you on the podcast? And I thought he was calling us out on the fact that we talked so much about All-State. And I was like, yes. And in our defense, we talked about all the teams that scored low in the last season. And he's like, I didn't see the podcast. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'll have to watch it and then respond.
Wow. And you didn't respond? Oh. Wow. Okay. Steve, she writes the scripts for the shows and I just say them. So if
I'm pretty sure every negative comment came on this side.
Yeah, because she writes the script. So if I said anything about All-State, it was because Nicole made me do it. Okay. So the Northeast Regional Showdown, hosted by All-State Pickleball League. Let's see, 4-match guarantee, official minor league 2024 regional medals for first through third. All regional showdown players will earn points towards their respective duper divisions on the national leaderboard, including the first place team. Official ball is a Gamma Chuck. What is that? So yeah, it's a typical duper or MILP events. They're gonna have duper 20 down through duper 14. And for those who don't know, Nicole, what's the format of the MILP?
So we have 2 men and 2 women on each team.
Mm-hmm.
We play men's doubles, women's doubles, and mixed with both partners, partnering with 1 man and 1 woman on each team. So 2 mixed games. And then, of course, if you go to a tiebreaker and you are tied 2-2, you play a dream breaker, which is singles in a rotating schedule.
Right. So dream breakers are super fun.
I love
They're
that.
kind of fun. Because, I can do 4 points at a time. You can give your all for 4 points.
You're good at singles.
Yeah, I like that. But so again, that's the regional showdown at Bounce Pickleball Club, July 20th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. I was trying to see how many teams are already signed up.
Yeah, are we late? Like, could we form a team?
I don't know. Early bird pricing through May 15th, which is 110. Regular is 125.
Yeah, they're usually around 100.
Oh, to register, you got to go to swishtournaments.com. That's swish, like you're shooting a basket, tournaments.com. Steve Conger is the tournament director for this. Okay, players. Let's see. Okay, so Duper 20, there are no players yet. Duper 18, there are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. We got the Deep Squad Dinkers, Bounce Pickleball.
Oh, I know Deep Squad. I feel like I know who that
Pro
is.
Shot Punks, Icing on the Cake, and Pickles on the Side. Remember, no pickles for me on my Chick-fil-A sandwich. 1, 2.
Put them on the side and I'll eat them.
You say you know people on the Deep Squat
I feel
Dinkers?
like I know Deep Squat. Who's on that team?
Jordan DeGroot.
Yep.
Valeria Salazar Garza, Varun, and Andelha.
Yeah, that's a solid team.
They
won the last MILP, Duper 18 that I saw.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
We got Bounce Pickleball with Daniel, Kanoa, Elise, and Trang. We got the Pro Shot Punks with Dean Trident, Annie, Summer, and Jesse. Icing on the Cake has Courtney Davis, Jeremiah Brown, Ryan Hathaway, and Tara B. And Pickles on the Side, Marcos Clados, Chrissy Sandella, Gift, and David Lee. Ooh. Some names that I know you're familiar with. But Nicole, we know you're going to sandbag. So Duper 16, I'll read those first.
Oh my gosh.
Duper 16, we have the Drop Squad, Amaze Balls, D's Nets.
That's your team.
Yes, Dylan Borowski. I love that name, brother. My kickball team name is D's Bunts. Yeah. So shout out to you. Alex, Corinne, and Alicia Palumbi. Oh, Alicia. Dinkalicious, Liberty City Lobbers, Sandro's Children. Oh, right. Russ Cripps. Russ. I just saw Russ at the tournament. What's up, Russ? Shout out to you. We gotta play together sometime, brother. So yeah, you want to get in that?
I would love to.
July 20th. We can make our own team. We're starting our own team. What would our team name be if we did a team name?
What was our last team name? We had a good one.
Think around and find out.
Think around.
I like that. I sell my shirt.
So do I.
Yeah, we should probably. Yeah, I would do that. Well, let me know. Let me know if you think of 2 good people who want to play.
All right.
Let me know.
What's our next question?
Our next question. Sorry, that was a lengthy answer. Didn't know we'd be. Our next question. How do you decide when to do a drop shot versus a drive on the 3rd shot? Less driving? ? Can we put these questions up too?
Sure.
And hide the person?
Yeah.
Cool. So again, how do you decide when to do a drop shot versus a drive on the 3rd shot? Or less driving, I'm asking. I'm assuming they're asking when they should drive less.
I think you're probably the better person to answer this because I love my 3rd shot drives and my 5th shot drops.
Okay, people. So if you want to level up in pickleball, there has to be a point where you start to become strategic with your shot selection as well as placement. For me, when I'm playing with a partner and it's for really all the time, I'm just thinking strategy, But for me, I would say when to use a drop shot versus a drive. I would use a drop if both opponents are already at the kitchen. I would use a drive if you're not as confident in your drive. I feel like drop shots have more room for margin of error.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I would use a 3rd shot drop.
Yeah.
When I would use a drive is when one of the opponents has not fully arrived to the kitchen.
Yeah, they're on their way.
That is a green light for driving the ball.
Mm-hmm.
If the opponent's return short
Mm-hmm.
is a good time to drive the ball.
Yep.
And it doesn't even have to be like a hard drive. It can just be, you're not always trying to win on your drives. That's the key thing, with lower level players, I would say, below 4-0 typically is that they think the drive is a winning shot.
You just want a weak shot back.
Right. You just want a weak shot back. So, and then I think for me, once you get to higher levels and playing tournaments and, you start to think about the player you're hitting, the player's weakness across the net from you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You and your partner's strengths. Like Nicole has a good drive. So depending if we're playing together, I like to say, hey, drive to this spot because I'm going to be here. We're going to give you all our secrets. But yeah, if you want further lessons on strategies and tactics, slide up in my DMs at @LeonAntonio_pickleball and I can help you.
You are good at strategy.
I can help you out with that. I got my little whiteboard. Remember the whiteboard I pulled out?
Yeah, I do.
I didn't know they make whiteboard for pickleball, but that's cool.
Yeah.
So, Nicole, do you have anything more to add to that?
I would say the only thing that I would add to that is I like to test my opponents out. Some people can take pace really easily, just block it back like it's nothing, give you the same pace back, but other teams can't take it. Right. So I like to, in the beginning of the match, test out a couple of really strong, hard drives and see, are they rattled? Could we just drive the entire match and win points back to back? And then if the case, if they get it back, then you just drop and move in. But there's a lot of 4 or 5 matches where I've been able to drive at the female in mixed or the weaker opponent in women's and get a whole game just from that.
Yeah.
So test them out early.
Yeah, I heard Tanner say that when he was talking about breaking down one of his matches. He likes to come out right at the gate, testing out the opponents, how well they handle speed. So good strategy for sure.
Yeah.
I should have watched that video before I played Tom and his partner. Jeez, we both love speed. Need for speed. Speed demons over there.
I know.
Speed demons over there. Those
driving at Tom was never a good choice.
Oh man.
I had never played against Tom, but I was told not to drive, and I was like, I'm gonna try. He's not had my drive yet. It'll be different.
He's not had my drive.
And I drove at him a few times, and he's just like.
So yeah, hopefully that helped. Hopefully that answered your question. But good answers, Nicole. Good answer. Me and you, Nicole, but mostly me. Our final question. We'll wrap it up with this final question.
Yeah.
What's the goal y'all trying to reach with pickleball?
I love this question. It has a lot of attitude.
It has this a lot of, someone
Yeah.
who's like kind of cool,
Yeah.
maybe.
No, he just seemed cool.
Or talk high talk sometimes.
Yeah.
So what's the goal? Let's start with you, Nicole. What's the goal you are trying to reach with
my
pickleball?
individual
I know we talked
goal.
about this like way back in episode 1 or 2.
We did, yeah.
But I forget. So
I mean, I definitely was specific at that time. I would love to play and qualify for professional singles in women's. I think that that is where my potential lies.
I see that for you.
But overall, I think my goal in pickleball is really just to reach my ceiling. I think that I want to go as far as I possibly can, which means no injuries, keep pushing forward, like get better every single week, every single month, and just see how far I can take it. My ceiling, I'm nowhere near it yet.
Right.
So I think I just want to push it as far as possible.
Right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I think I definitely foresee that for you. It's no secret you've beat me in singles. So
Yeah.
Not to say that's the only determining factor
Yeah.
I see for you getting, but yeah, I feel like I've seen you most passionate about singles, and the work that you're starting to put in, that you've been putting in, I feel like, yeah.
What about you?
What about me? For me, yeah, I never felt so close professionally to be able to play professional in a sport, in a sense, besides track and field. Look up my stats. Just kidding. But yeah, I like I said before, I want to earn money one day playing pickleball. If it's just one tournament, I'm like, yes, money ball, or yes, but it would be nice to go the pro route. I know I would need to put a lot more practice in for sure, and a lot more skill refining from maybe a seasoned coach. But no, I definitely would love to play against some of the big names in some of the big tournaments one day. I think that starting to play like with better people, I'm like, oh, I can actually play. It just like sometimes when you play with certain people, you might succumb to that level of play, especially if it's a little bit lower than you. So you don't really know what your ceiling is until you're on the top floor.
I totally agree. Wow. I love that.
Wow, I just made that up. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I just made that up. Cool. So yeah, that's my goal. Thanks for the questions.
Yeah.
That was super awesome. Love being able to switch it up a little bit and talk to some of you guys. So cool. Keep the questions coming.
Yeah, ask us anything.
Yeah, ask us anything. We will read them for sure. To ourselves, and then we'll decide if we will read them there. But yeah, ask us anything. The worst that can happen is nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's up next for you? Do you have any tournaments coming up?
So what's next for me coming up? So July 4th, I'm going to be playing. I got invited to a private court for like 8 of us. That court before.
I was invited to this.
Oh, you were invited to this?
I said no.
Okay, yeah. So I'll be there July 4th. I have nothing else to do. I never have plans for July 4th.
Yeah.
Never. It's always that holiday where I'm like, what's happening on the day of?
Yeah. My family always just cooks out.
So that's super cool. I'm excited to play for that in the morning. And then again, the New Jersey State Open is another national qualifier. I think that one, we have our eyes on trying to play men's in that.
Cool.
4-5, or is it 5-0? I think it's 5-0. It's either 5-0 or 4-5. I think it's 5-0. 35 plus. I think. I'll double check. It might be 4. Either way, one of those two. I'm down to play either. I want all the smoke. What about you? What are you playing?
Also, the New Jersey Open.
Okay.
Montclair's
singles
hosting all of them.
Oh, Montclair's hosting that? Oh yeah, that is blue. You're playing every event.
I'm gonna do open singles, 4-5 women's doubles, and 4-5 mixed.
Okay. Are you signed up already? Okay, so you're just.
My partners know this. They're just like, we'll wait for her.
For the end. All right, so I'll see you there. Guess I got to get into mixed again. If you're looking to play in that tournament, that's July 13th, I think, or 14th.
I think it's the 13th.
New Jersey State Open, looking to play mixed. Hit me up. We got to beat my co-host and her partner, and we can talk about it.
You said this the last time and no show.
I know. So we'll see.
I'm not scared.
Cool. So look forward to that. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. it's been in the works for about 4 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
We're going to announce the winners for the season 2, CPL season 2 entry. Are you
Free
ready for this?
entry to
Free
season
entry.
2.
Free entry to season 2.
I'm ready. I don't even know.
We're going to use...
He was doing all the calculations before.
We're going to use the wheel of names.
Okay.
Nicole, you see this wheel?
Yeah.
So I just shuffled the list 3 times, and we are going to tap to spin and see who is the first woman winner for the season 2 CPL entry. Only Pickleball Podcast giveaway.
Drum roll, please.
And the winner is Giselle Escalante.
I sort of knew that.
Congratulations. Giselle, we will reach out to you with what's next, but congratulations to you.
Congrats.
So here's the men's wheel. We are going to... Nicole, how many shuffles?
3 shuffles, please.
Ready?
Yes.
Eric Lynn. Eric Lynn is our winner.
Eric Lynn.
Eric Lynn, congratulations.
Congrats.
So congrats to our winners of the CPL Only Pickleball Podcast Season 2 giveaway. Congrats to Giselle and congrats to Eric. We will be reaching out to you guys after this video is posted, probably, to let you know you guys won and how you can redeem that entry. Fun, yeah. I hope we do more of these in the future, more collabs like this.
We will.
So we talked about everything, Nicole. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
No. See you guys next week.
See you guys next week. Same time, same place. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Peace.